Shalom. This is your brother Yakal Laha Kwatazah from Wichita, Kansas. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem from Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the men of Great Millstone, the men of GMS who rule well. All right, those are the true prophets of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, if you want to believe that or not. And I want to say peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Slakia. I'm driving, and I hate doing this, the low battery mode, low power mode. But um, this is Matthew. Well, the topic of this lesson is going to be about a coworker, man. He looks like an Edomite, a so-called white man. All right, straight up, you know. But come to find out that he's Northern Kingdom, man. All right, Issachar. All right, you know, and I wouldn't have known unless he told me, because he told me, his family. He comes from a big, fruitful, Issacharite family. All right. I'm like, yeah, that's a speckled bird, man. All right. Okay. You know, he's an Israel. He's a Jake. He's an Israelite, man. Yeah, he may look like a white man, straight up. You know. And I could tell by his spirit. He's an Israelite too, man. And not just by what he told me, but by his spirit. All right. He's a Jake. All right. Fuck it, but that's people like to they get this misunderstanding, from of the men of the men of the Lord, that they say that the men of GMS are racist. Oh, you hate white people? Do you hate white people? No, the men of GMS on down. All right, they don't hate white people. I don't hate white people, man. All right, what we do hate is Edomites. All right, and the majority of you Edomites happen to be white people, so-called white people, man. All right. So we don't hate white people. I don't hate white people. I hate Edomites. Why? Because they hate the Lord. All right. And do not the scriptures say, do I not hate thee? Do I not hate them which hate thee, O Lord? I hate them with the perfect hatred. Yeah. All right. That's a precept, man. These Christians, like, they like to say, God is all love. He loves everybody. No, he doesn't, man. No, he don't, man. You know, like, how long are you gonna keep believing that, man? All over the Bible tells you, the Lord is, um, and He only loves His people, only the Israelites. All right, how all right, the lineage of coming from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which his name was changed to Israel. All right, so the Lord only loves the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites. But you'll get a so-called black man, Mexican man, or Indian man, all right, you know, you know, and he'll end up being an Edomite. Why? Because his lineage or her lineage goes back. All right, their bloodline, their father's seed line goes back to a so-called, goes back to an Edomite or a heathen. Okay, so that's and that's called a tear. All right, that, you know, so you get a so-called Mexican or a so-called black man or an Indian man. All right, you know, but that they just don't fit, that not fit. I mean, that they just, their spirit don't bear witness with our spirit, man. All right, they look straight up Jake, straight up so-called black, straight up so-called Latino, but hey, they're not an Israelite. Why? Because their father's seed, like I just said, their father's seed line goes back to an Edomite or a heathen. These other nations. Okay, so that's why the men of the Lord, they don't hate white people. They don't hate the other, we don't hate white people, man. All right. We hate those who hate the Lord. All right. And that's the nation of Edom, which is mainly the so-called white man. But like I said, like my coworker, he's considered a so-called white man of this world, man. All right, but really, biblically, he's an Israelite. He's an Issacharite, man. All right, or Northern Kingdom. All right, you know, how? Because his spirit, not only his spirit show that he's an Israelite, but his seed line, goes back to Issacharite man, an Israelite man. All right, his father's seed line, and not your mother's, but your father's seed line. All right, my father's seed line, I'm straight, full blooded Issacharite man. All right, you know, both my family, on my mom and my father's side are Issacharite. So, but you know, there's no half breeds. I'm half Israelite. I'm half Edomite. No, you know, I'm half this. I'm half that. No, I'm one fourth. No, man, it's either you're full Israelite or you're full heathen, whatever nation you are. Get in there, man. Get in. But yeah, um, you know, it's all about your father's seed line. The scriptures say, you are who your father is, man. All right. That's why the scriptures say, let me get this. Uh, This is Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children. Who's it speaking about? Esau. All right. Prepare slaughter for his children of for their for the iniquity of their fathers. Why? Because they are their fathers back in the reincarnation. All right. The Lord said he says he visits he visits you. uh what the hell is going on, man? All right, he visits you every what is it, fourth to fifth generation, man, because you are your great 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 to the fifth or fourth grandpa, maybe further. All right, so my great 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 grandpa, that was me in the reincarnation through my father's seed line, not my mother's. All right, okay, that was me. Okay, in my past life, I don't remember what I was doing. Neither do you remember your past life. All right, because the scriptures say there's no remembrance of former things. All right. That's what that's speaking about. Not talking about when you're in heaven and no, we don't remember each other in the kingdom of heaven. We're not going to remember none. No, that's not what that's talking about for you bugged out Christians. All right, but it says prepare slaughter. Like I said, it says prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. All right, because their father seed line goes back. Because you are your father, man. All right, all right. My my dad, my biological father, we carry a similar spirit, man. All right, we're blood. We're, we're we're spiritually related, man. Spiritually we're related. It's like we become of the same cloth, man. All right, and same with my son. My mother, my mom's father, or my grandpa. Hey, he could be an Edomite, but I'm not going to be an Edomite. You know, because that's through my mother's seed line. All right, because it's about your father's seed line. Because the father is the one who carries the seed, who spreads the seed, and the woman is the one who carries the seed. All right, and gives birth. That's all the woman's role is when it comes to bloodline. All right, lineage. Okay, they just bear the seed. All right, then the son or the daughter may look like them. Okay, that's it. Okay, but a woman's role is beautiful. All right, when it comes to this truth. All right, don't forget that. When it comes to raising a household, raising the children and whatnot. You know, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, back to the topic, man. Uh, you know, I brought this topic out because obviously, my coworker, he looks like an Edomite man. Oh, he's a white man, but he's actually an Israelite man. All right, because of his father Selah. All right, and ultimately, that fruitful, multiple siblings, multiple cousins, and uncles, and whatnot. Multiple family. A fruitful family. That's a characteristic of an Israelite, of Jake, man. We're fruitful. All right, you know, I got like 11, no, was it 9 aunties? All right, and 3 uncles. All right, and I hear, he said he had like 13 brothers, 13 siblings, man, something like that. I'm like, dang, man. And he was talking about how many, his father's siblings. He had a whole bunch too, man. I'm like, dang. He was telling me that he had a whole bunch of, family members, man. I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, you got to be a Jake. You got to be an Israelite, man. Because you don't see these white folk. You don't see these Edomites. All right. You know, you know, uh, you know, having big families like that. That's a Jake. Characteristic, man. Jake be spreading seed everywhere, man. Amongst these nations, amongst ourselves. All right. You know, we're fruitful, man. We get our women pregnant without even trying, man. Like for real. Man, I even you know what I mean. Shoot, we get our women pregnant, and we're still pulling out. You know, because Jake, we're fruitful, man. The Lord's blessed us with that characteristic, man. We're healthy. All right, okay. It's easy, for us, to spread our seed, you know, to give birth, you know, and not give birth, but to get pregnant, especially from an Israelite man, that's a blessing, man. Reading from you, how about Shema Shai? Okay, but I'm gonna get Matthew 28 and 19. It says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." All right, baptizing them in the name of the Father Yahweh, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. It's lucky. Well, why does it say, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations"? Oh, because the Lord, uh, he died on the cross for everybody now, not just for Israel, not for the sins of Israel, but for the sins of everybody. No, because it's because the Lord, because our people have been spread and have been mingled amongst all these nations. All right, because our people, in doing so, our people are going to look like these other nations, man. They're going to have the characteristics of an Elamite, an Edomite, a Hamite, okay, an Ishmaelite, okay, a Moabite. So you'll get Asians, so-called Asians, but they're actually Israelites, man. And you can tell by their spirit, by the way they carry themselves. Like Bruce Lee, that's an Israelite, man. No doubt about that. All right, Bruce Lee, yeah, people, of this world, people will be like, oh, that's a bad Asian man right there, Nah, he's an Israelite. All right, you can tell by the way, by his spirit, man, the things that he's done, the way he carries himself. All right, that shit, he drank Henny. Jake drinks Henny. You know, that's a Jake, man. Okay, and there's many, many, many countless examples of situations like that, man, where you'll get a so-called a white man. He looks straight up white, but um, he's actually an Israelite, all right, because of his spirit, all right, because his bloodline goes back to an Israelite, a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American man, all right, okay. So our people. That's why it says to go ye therefore and teach all nations, because our people are amongst all these nations. Not because the Lord is dealing with all these nations, it's because our people are in and mingled amongst these nations, man. You'll get Jake, you'll get Israelites amongst Elam, which is a heathen nation. You'll get Jake, in in Europe, all right, looking like a so-called white man, all right, all right. You'll get Israelites, mingled amongst the Hamites in Africa, mingled amongst the Asians in China, in Japan. All right, so our people have been spread across the whole earth, man. All right, the scriptures say the Lord says, I've scattered thee. It's like it. It's Ezekiel, I believe this is it. Ezekiel 36:19. It says, "And I scattered them among the heathen." Who the Lord has scattered among, He has scattered His people, the Israelites. All right, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way and according to their doings. I judged them. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna end it off right there, man. We don't hate white people. We don't hate Asians. We don't hate Elamites. I mean, Slakia, my bad. We don't hate white people. We don't hate Asians. We don't hate so-called East Indians, so-called Africans. All right. We hate you heathens. We hate you Elamites, you Edomites. All right. We hate you Moabites. All right. We hate you wicked two-thirds, man. No, we don't hate wicked two-thirds, man, because we're still preaching to you wicked two-thirds to wake up, man. All right. But we know that you wicked two-thirds aren't going to wake up. But, you know, we don't hate, you know, Israelites that are mingled amongst these other nations, looking like these other nations. All right, because they're Israelites, man. All right, so we don't hate the so-called white. We don't hate the white man. We hate Edomites. All right, because our people are mingled amongst, Esau and these other nations. So I hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Hakakodash. See you in the next lesson. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.